Welcome back to The Filthy Wall, where we rip through the lies, the spin, and the polished garbage the mainstream media keeps shoving down your throat. Today we're talking about something every hardworking American already knows. Crime is out of control in our cities. And guess what? The so-called leaders of these Democrat-run cities don't want it fixed. Why? Because Donald J. Trump is the one offering to clean it up. And God forbid Trump makes them look bad by actually solving the problems they've ignored for decades.
A lot to break down, so we want to check in now with Fox 32 Chicago's Joni Lum for the latest on this developing story. Joni, always a pleasure. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, maybe you heard about the weekend in Chicago, gun violence, the numbers really disturbing, and public safety definitely a priority in Chicago. But thousands of Chicagoans have made it clear they are against having the National Guard on patrol here. Demonstrators marched at the Haymarket Memorial. That's the place, the birthplace of the labor movement here in Chicago. They were protesting President Trump's threats to send the National Guard to Chicago to curb crime. The Labor Day weekend was marked with gun violence. 8 people killed, more than 50 shot in Chicago. That includes 2 mass shootings. That's when there are 4 or more victims. In response, President Trump posted a message on his Truth Social account. It was, quote, "He better straighten it out fast or we're coming."
Let's get right to it. You've got Chicago, the Windy City, the same city where you can't walk down the street without checking over your shoulder. Shootings, carjackings, robberies, you name it, it's happening. Families terrified, kids can't even play in their front yards, and now you've got Trump stepping up saying enough is enough, let's bring in the National Guard, let's clean this city up. A bold move to save lives, protect families, and bring law and order back to the streets. But what happens next? Oh, here come the Democrats, the Illinois governor and the Chicago mayor waving their little political flags, screaming, no, we don't need help, we're fine.
If Trump and the federal government is actually serious about driving violence down in the city of Chicago, why would he withhold over $800 million for violence prevention?
Really? You're fine. Tell that to the families who just lost their kids in another weekend of violence. Here's the thing, folks. Conservatives see the solution as simple. If your city is drowning in crime, you fix it. Period. You bring in the manpower, the boots on the ground, and you stop the chaos. But Democrats? They'd rather let their citizens suffer than let Trump take credit for saving lives. That's the dirty little secret. If Joe Biden had suggested this, the media would be throwing parades. CNN would be handing out fireworks. But because it's Trump, the man they've hated since day one, they'd rather see their own neighborhoods rot than admit he's right. That's not leadership, that's ego-driven insanity.
Just leave our crime alone. We like our crime just the way it is. We don't want your help to come in and try and stop it. And that's why when we played that montage of these Chicago residents, they want help, because who doesn't want safety? Listen here.
It's just gone from bad to worse to disaster.
No one really feels safe. It's impossible to feel safe in a city like this, especially with the leadership we have.
These kids are carrying guns like around the ages of 8 years old, and they're killing other 8-year-old kids with guns. It's insane.
My opinion, not enough police officers. The police officers' hands are tied.
So the police is really unappreciative for offhand under Brandon Johnson, Lori Lightfoot, J.B. Priester. Those are 3 are the reasons why nobody want to be a police.
Their policies when it comes to crime is not working at all.
I think the biggest piece of the pie has to be more police officers, more protection. That's what the people want.
Let's be real for a second. These are the same people who claim to be champions for the little guy, right? They preach about equality, about protecting communities, but when it's time to actually protect their citizens, they fold like a cheap suit. The governor in Illinois and that mayor in Chicago, they're not worried about your safety. They're worried about their political careers. They don't want footage of Trump's plan working, because if people see results, they'll realize who's been lying to them this whole damn time. Listen, folks, this isn't complicated. High crime equals fear. Fear equals control, and Democrats thrive on control. They keep their people scared, dependent, and looking to them for answers that never come. Meanwhile, they sit in their gated communities, sipping lattes, while the rest of the city burns.
They are denying the obvious in Chicago, and Chicago is just the latest example of what's happening in every progressive city: death, poverty, destruction. I remember when I was in Chicago for an interview one time, And one of the guys that was on our security detail was a local cop for the Chicago Police Department. He left for a carjacking because it was in the area. The cops arrived to the scene and they realized, well, the guy that was just carjacked didn't own his car either. You got two carjackers carjacking each other. I had an interview with a family that daughter was murdered, 8 years old, in the middle of her front yard, just playing with her friends. They were so aggrieved that when they had to put her back together, that they had to put a tie over her head just so they couldn't see a scar and they could have a proper burial. I mean, I can give you stories for days, and I would call every single local politician, the mayors, the DAs, and ask them, can you give us an interview? Can you meet with the family, tell them what you're gonna do to stop this?
You want to fix it? You let the National Guard in. You restore order. You clean up the streets. And then you hold the politicians who let it get this bad accountable. But nah, they'd rather stage another protest, another fake outrage rally because Orange Man bad, right? So here's the bottom line. If you're tired of the crime, if you're tired of the fear, and you're sick of watching politicians play games with your safety, start speaking up. Support the people who actually want to fix the problem, not the ones who want to talk about it in endless press conferences while the body count rises. This is the filthy wall, and we're not sugarcoating a damn thing. Trump wants to bring law and order back, and the only reason you're seeing pushback is because the left cares more about politics than they do about people. Think about that next time you cast a vote. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and stay filthy.